Oh wait, all right, sorry guys, I gotta hit the the you like that, right, guys? Let's go. Technology. Guys, what is going on? What is going on? Right, guys? Guys, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, right? I told you guys that we're going to have more of these daytime lives, guys. So here we are, right? Here we are. Brian Tucker, what's up, dude? Michael says, yeah. Katy Perry, Gail King, they should have left them all up there, right? Let me see, guys. Let me see. I dropped the link. Hold on, guys. Let me do this. Got to do some housekeeping really fast as usual. 1 second. Let's do this. Okay. Keisha, hey, Michael, whoa, guys, we'll still have the 9 o'clock stream tonight. Guys, wait till you see this homeless spirit woo-woo single mom knucklehead that we're going to go over tonight. ElectronZap.com. What's going on, my friend? Reja is here. Good to see you, my friend, as usual. Good to see you. Right? Good to see you. Christopher Johnson. Arch Knight. Yeah, guys, we're talking about these knuckleheads who said that they went up into space. You know what I'm saying? Guys, what an absolute joke, right? Guys, these chicks are acting like they're astronauts, like they're national heroes or something. Guys, have you honestly think that these knuckleheaded broads did anything worth a damn?
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Guys, look at this. Okay, guys. So, guys, put a 1 if you agree with me, right? That these chicks want credit for stuff that they didn't even. I mean, that like that's like not even special, you know? Guys, these chicks didn't even go into space. Guys, 22 miles up is into space. They went like 16 miles up or whatever, so it doesn't even count, you know? What a joke. Guys, there's men and there's even other women who train their whole lives to be astronauts, right? And then these knuckleheaded broads go up in a spaceship that looks like a friggin' dildo to the upper atmosphere, and they want all this credit for it. A bunch of rich people are like, hey, let's just build a rocket. Jeff Bezos' friggin' girlfriend says, hey, Jeff, build me a rocket. He's a big simp. Okay, honey. I send you to outer space, beta. What an idiot. Now, guys, okay, we're going to get to the quote-unquote female astronaut crew here in a second, right? Guys, let's look at some other first females to do things that want credit for doing nothing, right? Guys, here's a chick who's the first female football player at North Carolina University who never played a game, right?
India Pulfus is her name, and she's making history as the first woman to play football in the CIAA. She's also the first woman to score for an HBCU as well. Chris Clark tells us more about her.
2023 has been the year of women breaking barriers in college football. Shenandoah University safety Haley Van Voorhees became the first female non-kicker to play in an NCAA football game.
So she's getting credit for playing in a game. Absolutely insane.
Leilani Armenta was the first to play a game for an HBCU at the D1 level, kicking for Jackson State against Bethune-Cookman. And India Pulpit.
Oh, yeah, they didn't show the rest of that because the kick didn't go anywhere. And what is going on, guys? What is going on? And guys, put a 1 if you agree. You know these guys are not hitting her as hard as they can. Because, guys, if this is real college football, she gets hit once, that's it. Jay, what's up, man? Christopher, how's it going? Bob Ballard, how's it going? Arch Knight, what's up, man? Carlos X, Jessica, what's up, man? Switzerland's in the house. Good to see you, man. You know? Guys, yeah. Anthony Williams says it'd be funny if he did it. Guys, I wish that they would have a real game where they would let these chicks get hit as hard as possible. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Here we go, guys. Okay.
This became the first woman to play and score for Shaw University, hitting this point-after attempt against Virginia State.
Looking for the extra point. How about that story?
So she's a kicker at a crappy college, and they're like, oh my goodness, it's breaking down barriers, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And guys, can you imagine being the other team where a chick scored on you, dude? How terrible do you have to be, right?
When they called my name, I locked in immediately because I knew I had to kick it and make it.
Make no mistake, she's a stone-cold competitor, man. This is
please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at that. Look at that, dude. Look at that.
This isn't her first rodeo. In high school, she was a star soccer player until one day at practice her senior year.
We were throwing a football around and we were kicking it around. We were like, what if we just do it like for fun? It was kind of as a joke, really.
Before she knew it, she was trading those soccer cleats for shoulder pads at Cleveland Heights and holding her own.
Look at the size of this chick. She's what, maybe like 5'3", like 125 pounds, 135 pounds. Playing against guys that are 6'2", 250. One hit. And she, guys, put what happens if she gets hit. Guys, I'm 6'3", 250. Can you imagine me hitting her? Hell yeah, what's up, dude? How's it going? Is it, in the end, they're digging themselves a hole. Yep. Someone want credit. Yeah, yep. That's true. Hell yeah, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Let me see. Someone says, how dare you? These are some of those college-educated, thought-provoking, accomplished leaders on earth. Yeah. Look at that. I.E. Dixon, what's up, man? Long time, buddy. Good to see you, you know? Look at that. And guys, I did drop the link for anyone who wants to come on up. Because guys, make sure to hit the join button or here. I'll drop the link to become a member. Because guys, in about 20 minutes, the chat's going to go members only, guys. So make sure to hit the join button. Also drop the link, guys, because these daytime lives are going to be geared mostly for members. Or call in, guys. Either one. So let's do this.
No nerves, just splitting the uprights, winning football games.
Please.
They're all supportive. It was just a matter of, well, if you can kick, you're on the team. If you can't, just like anybody else, right?
Her athleticism turned heads all over, including at Microsoft, which led to India and her friend appearing in their Be the One Super Bowl commercial.
Of course, right, guys? Of course. So there's guys that have been putting up ridiculously good numbers who would kill to be in a Microsoft Xbox commercial, and they let this absolute dunderhead do this, right? Clown world.
Shit.
Mysterious, man. Thanks for becoming a member, buddy. Appreciate that. Thanks for supporting the channel. Oh, and guys, put a 1 if you know this. Here's that. I actually thought that I did do a community post. Hold on. Let me see. Unless I didn't hit send. Hold on. Oh, I guess I didn't. Oops. Sorry. Guys, I'll try and post, but I do these kind of last minute because there's something that I find that yeah, guys, these are planned like last minute. So I usually try and do a post as early as possible, but there are times where I forget. But let's see. Yeah, guys, Microsoft is cooked anyways. Guys, put a 1 if you realize that Xbox is cooked. Guys, there probably won't be another generation Xbox. Microsoft is cooked. You know? Let's see. Let me see here. One second, guys. Let's see. 1 second, guys. Okay. Arch Knight says, I'm not from invading sports. Myself, biology is a thing. Get me fixed. Yeah. Yep. And guys, here's the thing. It's the intangibles that people don't understand. Okay? Guys, men, we generate more force. A man's body falling down the stairs will have a lot less damage than a woman's will. You know what I'm saying? We're built to take punishment. That's how it works. We can generate more force. We can take harder hits. That's how it works. Insane.
Highlighted the success of San Francisco 49ers coach Katie Sowers, the first woman to ever coach in the Super Bowl.
Can you imagine having a female coach on your team?
I never saw an opportunity in football because I'd never seen a female coach before.
Our AD, he showed it. He sent us a screenshot that we were going to be, that Microsoft asked about us. And we were like shocked, but I didn't want to just jump up and scream. I'm in the classroom. So
it's crazy, guys, too, because how dumb do you have to be?
Adam State and Alamosa handed her.
I didn't do X because I didn't see someone who looks like me doing it. Guys, put something. Okay, how many times have you seen black dudes like me? Guys, I didn't see a lot of black punk bands or black metal bands, but I sure was in high school. I still listened to metal and punk and all types of stuff. Guys don't need to have this. I need to see someone who looks like me. How dumb do you have to be? Right, guys?
Some people are really fucking stupid.
For the football scholarship. Now it will be up to Becca Longo to take the honor of being the first female scholarship football player in America and turn it into a successful college career.
Yes.
Lori Jean Gliha from our partner at Rocky Mountain PBS traveled to Arizona, where Becca's finishing up her senior year.
At first glance, this Arizona high school senior seems like a typical teenager.
Does my nose look big?
Posing and primping, trying to capture a perfect picture to post online.
This is probably the ugliest thing on me.
Longo is attracting international attention because she is believed to be the first female to receive an NCAA football scholarship and sign a national letter of intent.
So in other words, she's taking the spot away from a guy that could do 10 times better. And yeah, Arch Knight, yep, they had Seven Dust, they had Kill Switch Engage, right? There's all types of metal bands. They had Death back in the day. They had Fishbone, was a punk, man. So guys don't have to see anyone like us to actually do things. It doesn't make any sense.
She'll be a kicker at Adams State University in Alamosa, Colorado this fall.
I feel like I'm like having like my story heard, and I'm letting people know that like you can do anything that you put your mind to.
Great stories.
Guys, look, they had to turn the comments off.
Begin here, according to the campus slogan at Adams State University. And for head football coach Tim Rosenbaugh,
I mean, obviously it fits this. It does fit this.
one of those stories is Becca Longo's and how she made it on his team.
Now, guys, do you remember there was the other girl that they gave a scholarship to, and then she was whining because they didn't let her play? This chick? Okay. I think she was the first one.
Remember that name, because if she has her way, fans will be chanting it on Sundays when she becomes the first woman to play in the NFL. The 22-year-old California woman could be on the way to her dream. This week, she became the first female football player at a skilled position to receive a college football scholarship. Now, she'll be playing for Central Methodist University in Missouri.
Now, guys, she never played a game, right? Now, hold on. What's her name? I think her name is Tony Harris. Guys, there was an update on this, right? And she's like, I don't know why they didn't put me in. Guys, she was like 5'4", and like hold on. There was a follow-up, and she was look at all this attention she's getting. Good Morning America, all this crap. Look at this. Now, guys, there was a thing where she was saying how they never let her play. And because they knew that if she'd get hit by a guy that was actually a decent size, she'd be cooked. Hold on. Update. I have to find it, guys. Is this it?
Family oriented.
I have to find it, guys. But either way,
The coaches from Bethany College.
But she was saying, yeah, that she never got to play. All this other crap. Look at all these websites just blowing the shit. Oh my God, she's so amazing. If anyone thought that this knucklehead was gonna make it to the NFL,
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
guys, hold on. Let's look at her size. What's her name? Size. Guys, she was 5'7" and 165 pounds. And she was trying to play college football and make it to the NFL. Absolutely insane. Look at that, guys. How are people so stupid? How? Look at that, guys. Yeah, guys, there's an update where she was. I think she has a YouTube channel actually, where she gave an update on all this. I just have to try and find it, guys, but I'll find it hopefully before this is over. And she talks about how she feels like she was used and blah blah blah, and no one ever really look. She got the 2019 Female Achievement Award. Absolutely insane. Let's see. Red Sigma says, Dr. Evil laugh. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for the $2, man. Guys, I did drop the link for anyone who wants to come on up. Appreciate that.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
Electron Zap says the companies that I do security at hire chicks who have no duties related to what the company does. Yep, and yet they want to make as much as you, dude. Clown world. Spacious, what's up, man? Jude, how's it going? And then Viking with the $5 says, love your vids. Crack you up. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, pal.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication and I want my croutons, please.
All right, guys. Now let's, okay. First woman into, look at this, guys. You remember this? You guys remember this?
A woman is making military history. She will train alongside other potential officers in hopes of becoming the first female Navy SEAL. She, along with another woman, have enlisted as the first female candidates looking to join the Navy's Special Operations Team.
Now, guys, what did you notice there? Jessica, Anthony, Electron Zap, Spacious. What do you notice about this title? First woman enlists to become a Navy SEAL. Look at that. Guys, look that. Guys, look. They get a news story for even signing up to try. Think about how many men sign up to try and fail. These chicks get a news story for just signing up. If this is not the example of how crazy society is, about how much credit that these chicks get that they didn't deserve. Absolutely. Thank you. Red Sigma, yes. Participation trophy. Clown World, yes. Enlisting to make history. What is wrong with people? Why are people so stupid?
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Now, they've already made history, but they still face a long road ahead of training and tests before they officially make the cut. Women weren't allowed to serve in combat roles, including special operation forces such as the SEALs and SWCC.
And think about this, guys. The fact that they think the only thing keeping women out of combat roles in the Navy SEALs is discrimination. That's laughable, right, guys? How insane is that?
Until January of 2016, but there were no female applicants in the 18 months since that historic change until now.
Look at that, guys. And then hold on.
Today's topic is women in the SEAL teams. And in this, I'm going to really try to do my best to make this pretty subjective and a little bit of objectivity for sure, because I have a lot of experience in this. Bottom 1% isn't being read into the top 0.1% of what's going on, right? And I can only say my only reason that I was privy to it, 240 pounds when I was in the teams. I averaged about 32 pounds of gear. At 270 pounds, I wasn't the heaviest at all. Imagine, like, my wife is very strong. She's 40 years old. She's able to do 10 or more pull-ups at any time easily. But trying to get my wife she's 140 pounds, 137 pounds. She cannot drag 200 pound, 250, 270 pound Jeff at altitude over distance in a firefight.
There you go. Right, guys? Guys, how are we? How is this a thing? Guys, I think the most direct representation of this is like, you guys know how the emperor has new clothes? It's a story, right? Where the emperor's walking around butt naked and like no one's allowed to say anything. Guys, when you look at the WNBA and the NBA, us guys know it's trash. But people are so like about this whole cult of being nice and not hurting anyone's feelings that they're not saying the emperor's butt naked. Guys, women cannot be Navy SEALs. The day that there's a female Navy SEAL, I'll eat my socks. Guys, most men can't be Navy SEAls. 98% of men can't be Navy SEAls. 98%, 99% of men can't be in the NFL or the NBA or Premier League soccer. You think a woman can? If the best of the best men. have to basically fluke their way into the Premier League. Have to think about it, guys. There's tons of NBA level, not tons, but there's a larger amount of NBA level players out there than that are in the NBA. They just didn't get the opportunity. Or maybe they played like crap on that day. Maybe they were injured, right? Maybe their car broke down on the way there. So you're trying to tell me that those guys can't get in, but some broad can? Please. What is going on, guys? What is going on?
A woman
How
is
is this a
making
thing?
military history.
How? Hold on. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, here we go.
Well, the Navy announced last month it's working to open its elite Navy SEAL team to women for the first time in the program's history.
Now, guys, what does open Navy SEALs to women mean? It means try to lower the standards. And thank goodness, thank God that whoever is in charge of the SEALs put their foot down and said, you will not lower these standards.
This comes on the heels of the Army opening its Ranger School to women and the graduation of the first 2 women from that program. Now, one local man is in pursuit of the first woman SEAL, and he's designed a new program that will help. Sunrise reporter Carrie Klein is live.
There you go. Guys, they had to design a new program to allow these chicks to pass. And wait a minute. Hold on. Female Army Rangers. What?
Here, all branches of the U.S. military have to open ground combat roles to women or give the Pentagon a good reason why they shouldn't. This week, the Army allowed women to try Ranger School, a training ground that used to separate the men from the boys. Here's David Martin.
But guys, I just saw in the comments, these chicks only graduated from Ranger School because they lowered the standards. But with SEALs, you can't because of the water and all that involved.
399 soldiers started Ranger training this week, 19 of them women. The first time the notoriously tough course has been open to females. They're all mixed together, but you can pick out the women. Their hair is closely cropped while the men's heads are shaved. The Army took these pictures and wouldn't allow us to identify or talk to the women. They tend to be smaller than the men.
Yeah.
But that didn't matter when it came to the battle carry.
Please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
And guys, here's the issue, right? You know what, guys? Let's pump the brakes here, right? Let's pump the brakes. Guys, if you're gonna be working on a farm, and you can either choose to have a Toyota station wagon or an F-150 pickup truck, what are you going to use? The truck. Because the truck is made to do it and it's not going to break down. Let's just say that this, whatever this person is, can carry this guy. Who's more likely to get injured doing this? Who's more likely to break down over time? The guy she's carrying or the chick? You're putting time and resources into an inferior product. Guys, what the fuck is going on, guys? That makes me... I try to not swear, guys. I really, really, really do. Guys, we are going to go members only in the chat in about 5 minutes, guys. So make sure to hit the join button. Guys, I did drop the link for anyone who's to come on up. So hit the StreamYard button. You know?
This is just the first week of a 62-day course designed to replicate the constant stress, lack of food, and sleep deprivation of combat. Less than half the men can be expected to make it all the way through. No one knows how the women will do. First, they have to pass a fitness test, which includes a 5-mile run in 40 minutes and 49 push-ups in 2 minutes. The officers in charge of the course say the women themselves have insisted that standards not be lowered to
Yeah,
accommodate.
right. Guys, who believes that? Who believes that? You think that one of these chicks can do 50 push-ups?
Shit.
Please.
This 12-mile foot march has to be completed after 4 days. 184 men and 8 women were left. In percentage terms, that's pretty close to equal. In the end, making the grade, man or woman, will come down to wanting it, really wanting it. David Martin, CBS.
So this is like the tryouts. This is like a 4-day this isn't actual Ranger school.
Now at 6, they are blazing a new trail. 2 women, the first to join the ranks.
Yeah, guys, they aren't Rangers. This is this 4-day Ranger school. Look at this. Guys, they aren't Army Rangers. They went to Ranger school, which is a leadership course, not Special Operations Forces Ranger training. If they were Army Rangers, they'd have to go and train for it. These women and these other guys are not Rangers. They are Ranger qualified. That doesn't make them Rangers. The standards were lowered, and they got no-goes on many of the phases. Major General walked with them as they did the course, which has never happened. This is what political correctness gets you. Right there, guys. Right there. Told you. Told you. Right? Look at this, guys. See? Credit for things that they didn't even do. Look at that, guys. Absolutely insane. Guys, this is exactly what I'm talking about. First, we have chicks playing in male sports where they're just gifted the position and don't even have to play, but have the accolades, right? Then we have these broads, and now we have these knuckleheaded broads going halfway to space on some dong rocket built by Jeff Bezos. Clown world. Insane.
Of an elite Army group. They graduated from Ranger School today.
And local veterans are praising this milestone in military history.
No, they're not.
Here's Yona Gavina.
Yeah, just a third of all those who
man,
begin
Yona Gavina can get it, man. How you doing? Look at that.
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can start a leaf blower.
Ranger program make it past the first few days. And today, these women joined the ranks of that elite group. And
look at that. To make it past the first few days. They're getting credit for making it past the first few days. Clown world. Let me see here. 1 second. Okay.
Local vets couldn't be prouder. They made military history, silenced skeptics, and proved they could handle.
Oh yeah, they silenced us, didn't they? They silenced us.
Grueling Ranger training.
I think the Ranger tabs for these 2 women are amazing.
Rachel Johnson served 4 years in the Air Force and spent time in Iraq. She now works helping veterans in Milwaukee.
We take a lot of pride because we can do what the guys do, and we're...
Guys, listen to that. Listen to that. We take pride because we can do everything that the guys do. Look at that. Look, someone says their girlfriends must be proud. Guys, I want you to put like what percentage of this do you guys think is DEI and affirmative action, right? You know? Right, guys? We all know.
It's over 9,000.
Guys. Name me the group that benefited the most from DEI and affirmative action. King Pepper with the $2, man. He said, I'll put them in their own battalion on the front lines. Facts. I'm all for it. You know? I'm all for it. I am all for it, man. Seriously, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication and I want my croutons, please.
No, Anthony, it was white women. You know what I'm saying? It was white women. They benefited the most from DEI and affirmative action. More white chicks got jobs than any other group.
Held at the same standards. There's a lot of different things that go on, but to be able to sit there right next to the man and be equal, I think it's great.
Captain,
listen to the Lulu here, guys.
Kristen Greast, a military police officer, and First Lieutenant Shay Haver, an Apache helicopter pilot, are both West Point graduates. This milestone brings women one step closer to being able to serve in all combat positions.
Someone feels they can do the job and then they go through the training to do it. It's huge. And now they can actually.
But they can't do the job. That's just the thing, guys. They cannot do the job.
Get that combat leadership experience to boot too. And then who knows, maybe we'll have a couple more women generals.
Army veteran Mark Flower didn't think he'd see this day when he was serving in the 70s and 80s.
I think it's awesome. I mean, they've been fighting and women have been fighting in combat for the last 10 years or involved. And even though it was not necessarily legal, it's now legal. So more power to them.
Beta male. Listen to this guy. Right, guys? Listen to this guy.
Beta! And right now, there is still one more woman currently in the Ranger training program.
Foolishness, guys. Absolute foolishness. Now, guys, let's look at the, what is it? What is this thing called? Hold on. Here it is. Now, guys, let's just look at this here, all right?
And she saw a little girl in the back of the room.
Now, guys, look at this, right? Let's look at the list of people. All right, guys, here we go. Oh, here you go. This is perfect. Look at this, guys. After Blue Origin's New Shepard flight, the astronaut, so the question arose, what makes one an astronaut? See, guys? Right? Now, guys, Anthony, Tim Hicks, hell yeah, all you guys. Isn't it funny how all women want to do and all these wokey wokes want to do is destroy any and all definitions of anything? Woman, man, husband, wife. They don't want anything to mean anything anymore, right, guys? Marriage. Now they're coming after the word astronaut. Well, even though astronaut has meant that you have to pass astronaut training, and usually you see them have military service or PhDs and all this crazy qualifications, we're going to co-opt the word astronaut for a bunch of knuckleheaded, Katy Perry and all these idiots. How is, guys, what the fuck is going on, guys? I swear to God, dude.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Guys, why? What is going on, guys? What is going on? The fact that they have to have a discussion on if they're astronauts or not. Guys, male or female, look at the qualifications of the people that were astronauts in the past, right? Because, guys, say what you want. The female astronauts and whatever up there, they were pretty ballsy and it had to go through quite a bit. Do I think that is as much as the men? No, but guys, you won't catch my black ass up in outer space. No way. Guys, you know what? Let me just pump the brakes here. Guys, I hate the ocean, right? I'll go out on a boat in the ocean because I don't like the ocean, right? And I don't like heights. If I'm not going to go like in a submarine under the water or go out in the middle of the ocean, you think that I'm going to go into outer space? Guys, the thing that terrifies me more than anything else is outer space. Guys, you think Because I don't even want to be in a submarine. The only thing that's trying to kill you more than being underwater in the ocean is being in outer space. Anyone who wants to go to outer space, that's qualified, who wants to go, let them go. But these knuckleheads, come on, man. Look at that. Okay. King Pepper says, yeah, all these chicks they get pregnant when draft time comes or deployment time comes. Facts. Yep, guys. The military. You see that all the time. Anytime that they're gonna get deployed. Yep.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
I watched The Martian with Matt Damon, guys. No thanks. So guys, when Blue Origin lost their first all-female crew that included Katy Perry, Gayle King, and Lauren Sanchez, are these women astronauts? Guys, let me know if you think they're astronauts, okay? I don't think they are. So the crew of 6 launched from Texas, who were Blue Origin's New Shepard, flew just to the edge of space. So guys, look, they didn't even actually reach what can be considered space. Okay? It turns out there's no single definition of the word. So, of course, they're going to use it. The all-women crew were on a suborbital flight, but they flew the 65 miles that's just above the recognized boundary where space begins. Look at that. At what altitude is one an astronaut? If you're defining it by altitude reached, then yes, they can be considered. However, NASA and the Air Force have their own measurement. An astronaut is someone that's in an aircraft that traverses just more than 50 miles. That said, astronauts fly to the International Space Station that's 254 miles. Look at that, man. Alan Shepard did 116 miles above the sea. Look at that, guys. Like I said, credit for something that they didn't even do. Hopefully they have cats in wine, boxed wine in space. Look at that. Now, guys, here, let's go to the actual story here. All right.
Who never felt like she belonged, and she pulled her up, and she got me tested for dyslexia, and my life kind of took off from there. And Lori, if you're here, I flew this on the kids in that video.
So guys, oh my God. This is all of him, okay? Right? Look at this.
You look right behind you. It's okay. You leave it up there.
Guys, what is going on? What is going on, guys? If this is not the most... And guys, what? You know what? Here, let's pump the brakes, guys. Let's pump the brakes. Aren't all these knuckleheads like Hollywood woke people? What about all the fossil fuels that they used, right? What about all the pollution that was used? And guys, isn't this funny how Democrats claim that Republicans are all billionaire funded, but these knuckleheads are going up in a rocket built by a billionaire? What is going on? King Pepper said that a female pilot crashed a plane flying for Delta. Yeah, guys, I saw that. Yeah, sad, man, sad. Thanks for the $2, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication, and I want my croutons, please.
Look at that. And guys, does anyone in the comments know why Katy Perry is doing this and talking about women and empowerment. Guys, I'll give it a second, but anyone in the chat, put why you think that Katy Perry needs to rehab her image. And guys, we'll have a 10 super chat or 3 members goal here, and then we can we'll open the chat back up to the general public. But guys, thanks for all you members, man. Appreciate that. Let's see here. So guys, Tim Hicks had a new album. No, guys, so do you guys remember that one Kesha chick? Kesha, she was a singer. Kesha, singer. This chick. So this chick had some songs in the 2000s, right? Well, guys, she disappeared for a while because it turns out that her producer supposedly was SAing her. You know what I'm saying? So she waited out her contract because she didn't want to deal with this guy anymore. You know? Katy Perry did a song with that guy. Basically had this guy produce half of her new album. Oops. Oops. So that guy supposedly has a whole bunch of chicks saying that this guy is a perv. And Katy Perry had decided to go this guy. So now she has to rehab her public image. Oops.
Flynn, I got you. I got you, Flynn. Oh, the moon. You guys, I don't have to tell you. Look at the moon. Look. Okay. Look at the moon.
Look at all these knuckleheads. Guys, they should have just left them out there. Guys, I want you in the chat to list people who you think that we should just send other celebrities that we should just rocket out into space and just leave them out there. Guys, here's my personal list of people that you can shoot out into space. Oprah, Julia Roberts, Knucklehead Harris. Help me, guys. Who else? Mark Ruffalo, Matt Damon. Anthony says anyone west of Indiana. Mysterious says Lizzo, yo, you're gonna need a pretty big rocket to send that motherfucker. Oh no, look at that. Oh, hey guys, speaking of California, Anthony, Tim Hicks, Mysterious. Do you guys remember Lex Luthor's plan on Superman 1 on the first one? How he was gonna put the bombs and on the fault lines and blow it up and send California off into the ocean? Guys, that seems like a pretty good plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you guys think? You know? Yeah, Anthony. Yep. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So much. Whoa. That's amazing.
Look at all these wrinkles. Look at these middle-aged broads, dude. Look at this. Hey guys, look, now there's some press conference like they're heroes or something. What have they done? They haven't done anything. They haven't done anything to deserve any attention or any praise at all. Guys, is this not like everything wrong with society right now? They're wearing what seems like astronaut uniforms. They did nothing. They're cosplaying, right? just to get attention. All these people are at this press conference, probably paid for by Jeff Bezos, and everyone's just capping, just thinking that they did something. What is going on? Why? What's going on, guys? What is going on? Man.
Wow.
Oh, gosh, that's good.
Wow.
Katie's face says it all right there. So, Katie, I'll jump to you.
I can't, guys. Hold on. So, guys, wait till you see Katy Perry's, like, when she landed her speech or whatever, right? That she gives. She's like, oh my God, life is just like so amazing and all this other stuff. Hold on.
2, 3, taking up space!
This person looks like friggin' Bruce Jenner.
Come here.
People.
Hold on. And now they're gonna say all this inspirational foolishness, right? Hold on. I can't believe that this is actually like in the news, guys.
Gayle King wipes away a tear as she rides along with Katy Perry and 4 other fellow astronauts to the launch pad. One by one, they ring a bell.
Guys, and they're even acting like they're actual astronauts. Ivan, what's up, dude? Insane.
Gayle, who has a fear of flying, looks terrified.
This is overcoming a wall of fear.
Yeah, see, Oprah's like, hell no. I'm staying on the ground.
A barrier. It's. I think it's going to be cathartic.
What barrier? There's been female astronauts already that were insanely more qualified. Guys, if this is not the most DEI thing I've ever heard in my entire life, look at this.
In so many ways for her.
The all-woman crew joined hands in prayer. Then it's time to climb into the capsule.
Go for launch?
Yeah, baby, go for launch.
This thing looks like a big dong, doesn't it, guys?
My favorite words.
At 9:30 a.m., the rocket soared into space.
Passing through 80,000 feet, 1,300 miles per hour.
Oprah sobbed.
Oprah watching her best friend go.
Yeah, Oprah's best friend. Right. Guys, we all know who this person is to her, right?
Lesbian.
Uh-huh.
Space.
She and Katy Perry's fiance, Orlando Bloom, comforted each other. The women experienced 4 minutes of weightlessness. Katy held up a daisy for the camera.
They are floating, they are weightless, they are experiencing zero G for the very first time in their lives.
They were overwhelmed by what they saw.
So, hey guys, right? All right. I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on, guys. Do you even think that this is real? You know? Because, guys, I know there are people that think that the moon landing is fake. But, guys, what if this isn't even real? You know? Guys, they could have faked this entire thing, and we wouldn't even know about it. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing could be AI. This whole thing could be just them on a stage with CGI. You know what I'm saying? Guys, let me know what you think. Put a 1. You guys think this is fake or not?
Oh, the moon! You guys, I will have to tell you, look at the moon. Look.
Then it was time to return to Earth.
Touchdown. Welcome back to Earth.
Amazon founder Jeff Bezos had a little oops moment, face planting while inspecting the capsule. His fiance Lauren Sanchez was the first one.
Guys, can you think of a bigger simp than Jeff Bezos? Because that's proof that money doesn't make you simp proof. You know what I'm saying?
Beta out. Gayle raised her hands to the heavens.
I just have to have a moment with the ground.
She got on her hands and knees
Let me just appreciate the ground for just a second.
and kissed the earth. Katy raised her single daisy toward the sky.
Jesus, what is going on, guys? Oh my gosh. How did it come to this, guys? How did it come to this? You guys know why guys aren't doing this? It's because us guys are busy working, right? Right, guys? Guys, think of this. Here. Let's pump the brakes, guys, right? Let's pump the brakes real fast. Hey, guys, I did drop the StreamYard link for anyone who wants to come on up. Guys, think about all the men that designed and manufactured and engineered this rocket, okay? Just to put some knuckleheaded 304s in it. Guys, is this not indicative of society as a whole, right? Men build it, men engineer it, and then women want all the attention and want to be in charge, right?
She took the flower to space to honor her 4-year-old daughter, Daisy, who called out to her mom during the landing.
Justin.
Katie! The pop star also kissed the ground.
This experience is second to being a mom.
At a press conference, Gail was asked about that terrified look on her face.
That moment, I was so afraid. I just wanted to get into my seat. I just wanted to get inside the capsule and sit down. I never in a gazillion years.
Guys, think about this is all performance art. Didn't even have to wear helmets or special suits or anything because they weren't actually going into space, you know? What is going on?
Thought I could do this.
And guys, this shows how easily manipulated and how dumb the average 304 is. To actually think that this is a space mission and that they did something. Guys, this is the same advertising that like they use to sell products to women. All this glitz and glam and foolishness, right? And it's all, I think the word is vapid is the word, you know? What a joke. Here you go.
An all-female Blue Origin space crew with celebrities including Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez, and Gayle King has been hilariously mocked after it returned to Earth following an 11-minute trip into the Earth's atmosphere. Katy Perry jumped out of the aircraft and kissed the ground in a painfully cringe moment that has been roasted online.
And there's always these simps, guys. Oh, yeah. They're just so courageous. Please.
Katie!
Gag me.
This commentator said, "Cool story. She got to ride in a rocket with other women. Did any of them actually pilot it? No. Basically, this was a glorified carnival ride."
Facts, right, guys? Facts.
The pop star then dug herself into a deeper hole of cringe.
Wait for it, guys. Wait for her speech. Wait for it.
With her post-flight interview.
It is the highest high, and it is surrender to the unknown, trust, and this whole journey is not just about going to space. It's the training, it's the team, it's the whole thing. I couldn't recommend this experience more. This is like up there with all the, different tools that I've learned in my life from it.
You stupid woman.
What training? What is she talking about? Guys, look at that, guys.
Meditation to the Hoffman process. This is up there because what you're doing is you're like really finding the love for yourself because you got to trust in yourself on this journey.
What are you talking about? Guys, all we hear is
and then you're feeling the love when you come down for sure. And you're feeling that strength. So I feel really connected to that strong, divine feminine right now.
By the way, you're such a badass. I love that the
What are you talking about?
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Guys, tell me if this is not the cringiest thing you've ever heard your entire life, man. You know? Katy Perry, yeah, all these training for years, letting all these Hollywood producers shoot up the club.
month of April, you're like, I'm going to space and I'm launching my tour.
Commentator Megyn Kelly was in hysterics over the space flight, struggling to contain herself over the training aspect of the mission.
Ask my team to poll, like, what did they do during their 2 days? Okay, here they are. Their tasks, they spent the past 2 days at facilities for Blue Origin going over preparations, according to Blue Origin's Ariane Cornell. Their tasks included practicing how to get into and out of the New Shepard capsule.
Guys, I'm gonna have to do a whole story on a whole live stream on Megyn Kelly, and Tommy Lahren and all these conservative feminists, man. All these closet conservative feminists that claim to be conservative and traditional women, but anytime you press them or you trigger them, it's
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
clown world.
Go in, and then you go out. Oh, once again, ladies. Okay. The group also practiced how to put on and take off their seatbelts.
And it wasn't just Katy Perry who was mocked. The entire crew was ridiculed as footage of the women squealing from inside the capsule emerged.
Got it?
1, 2, 3, take up space!
Tamir's in space.
It's okay.
What is going on, dude? Yeah. One of them has heels on. Yeah, that's right.
Who's Flynn up there? Flynn, bye.
Flynn, I gotcha. Flynn.
Gotcha.
Is this not the cringiest thing you've ever seen? And guys, look at this chick's face. This chick right here, Jeff Bezos' future wife's. And you guys, you think Jeff Bezos, he would learn from losing $36 billion? Not the, what this chick must have that voodoo vag and that thunder throat. You know what I'm saying? To have Jeff Bezos marry. She's a single mom of like 4 kids, dude. And she's like in her 40s, and Jeff Bezos is marrying this. What is going on? This is proof, guys, and our red pill space, all this, alpha, all this type of stuff, guys. People throw these high value and alpha terms around too much. Guys, money doesn't automatically make you some alpha dude. You know what I'm saying? Because no man in his right mind that would be considered a quote unquote alpha would marry this chick, especially, or would even get married again after getting bodied by his last wife, right? Dizzle, how's it going, man?
Hey, what's up, man? First time on your show, man. You keep rocking, man. You're doing great things, brother.
A 304 is in space, man. Dizzle, I got a question for you. All right, I need you to name 5 celebrities right now that you shoot off into space and just never have them come back.
Oh man, you
off top of your head.
Off top 5 celebrities?
Yeah, just out off into the wild blue yonder. You just off they go.
Right. I don't want to. Let me see. I'm gonna go with Cardi B. Get her out of here. Let me go. I'm probably gonna go with Justin Bieber. Get him out of here too. Shit, caught me on the spot. Oh, you got me, brother. That's it for right now.
Hey, that's good enough, man. You know what I'm saying? Both of them can go, and they will not be missed. Just send them off into space. What do you think of this whole situation, man? This whole foolishness right here.
Yes.
This is international news. They had all these press conferences and all this other stuff. And the fact that they're all wokey wokes. They're all anti-Republican, anti-this, anti-that, anti-billionaires. But a billionaire is sending them into space.
It's a good way to get some money. It's all a money scheme to me. That's
Come on, man. This is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
They want credit for something that they didn't even do. That's the 304 pathology. Is do as little as possible and get the most amount of attention. Validation, likes, attention, validation is they're addicted. That's more addictive to them than heroin, fentanyl, or any of that. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Yeah, Steve said it. Steve, what's up, man? Yeah, it's glorified skydiving in a capsule. Yep. Doug MPA, what's up, dude? He said croutons in space. I never thought I'd see the day. Facts. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication and I want my croutons, please.
See, us guys can't do this. Well, actually, and Dizzle, cook with me here. The only guys that can do this type of foolishness are the right, and the guys that are, you know what I'm saying, right? Those are the only guys that can do this. You know, us actual dudes, we have to accomplish stuff to have a press conference. You know what I'm saying? We have to accomplish things to have any amount of attention. You know?
Yeah.
I actually watched a thing the other day, and this woman, she was like a social media / talent agent, and she was saying how society is biased against men when redheaded chicks get a whole bunch of attention pretty easily, but redheaded dudes are cooked. Unless they're super talented, redheaded guys are cooked. As far as like modeling, media, or whatever. When have you ever seen like a redheaded model or redheaded leading man? You know what I'm saying? A redheaded YouTuber that's actually, but redheaded chicks, you know what I'm saying? They can still make it work. And that shows how biased things are against men.
Proud of you, friend. Oh, the moon! You guys, I will have to tell you, look at the moon. That's amazing.
They could also be heard screaming as the capsule came back down to Earth.
Parachutes deploy from the crew capsule. Those are like the guide parachutes. There go the drogue parachutes.
Just free falling right there until those drogues came out.
And then next will be the main parachutes that get pulled out.
Hear that screaming inside the capsule?
And all three parachutes.
You know the craziest part about this, guys? There's a firefighter that pulled an entire family out of a house somewhere that deserves this type of attention. There's a soldier who had both legs blown off, saving his buddies, that deserves this type of attention. There's a cop who, stopped a mugger from deleting people, who deserves this type of attention, and they're wasting it on these knuckleheaded 304s, you know?
A cushion that will kick up the dust. It's a very soft landing despite the sporty perception. There it is.
While Bezos and his crew loved every second of the flight, many, including model and outspoken commentator Emily Ratajkowski, blasted the spectacle for its incredible waste.
Yeah.
At space mission this morning, that's end time shit. Like, this is beyond impaired. Saying that you care about Mother Earth and it's about Mother Earth and you're going up in a spaceship that is built and paid for by a company that's single-handedly destroying the planet. Look at the state of the world and think about how many resources went.
Isn't it funny how the wokes always eat themselves, guys? Right, guys? All you have to do is wait just a little bit, and they always eat themselves, right?
Into putting these women into space for what? What was the marketing there? And then to try to make it like, I'm disgusted. Literally, I'm disgusted.
Others also slammed the vacuousness of the trip, reminding viewers that true astronauts should not be overlooked. This commentator said, not to burst anyone's bubble, but Sunita Williams set records on her 3 flights to the International Space Station and was stranded in space by the last administration. The cosplay women today that did something for 10 minutes was not impressive.
Damn, look at that, guys. Look at that. Her, him, bodies.
What's the cost? What's the cost to go up on it? I don't even know.
I don't know, dude. Hold on. What was the cost of the female Blue Origin flight? Let's see.
It got to be over 100,000. I know that.
Hold on. Well, they were bidding seats, right? People were paying $28 million each per seat. So I don't know how much this would cost. Hold on. How much?
So the average person can never ride it. The average person can never get on.
Cost Amazon. Let's see. It doesn't say the actual cost because I think it's a private company. So I don't know. This keeps talking about how much it costs to get on the flight, but not how much it costs. I'll have to figure it out. But yeah, you know that it's millions and millions of dollars.
It was not impressive. This commentator agreed, saying, "Please stop calling them astronauts. This is so insulting to the brave men and women that train for spaceflight. They were space tourists. Lol, all this news coverage. Geez, publicity. Rocket going up and booster coming down. Yeah, cool. Other than that, no thank you."
Look at that, guys. Look at that. And of course, guys, we remember this part, right? Right? These were some of the first female SWAT team members. Oh, Dizzle, did you see this? Remember this?
Belarus, Thailand, Chile, the Emirates.
Oh, man.
They got caught in the middle of it. Oh no! Nuts to the guys.
The first one to get wrecked.
We seem to have gotten ourselves in a pickle.
In the ice bath today, well, they are stuck in the middle of that zip line. Chile have 3 team members stranded in the middle of that ice bath. And of course, the added problem comes with.
No, guys. Here's the thing. These are Filipino dudes, so it's not like these are like the the strongest, biggest, most powerful dudes. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the United States or Russia, Croatia, Nigeria. These are Filipino guys. You know? So they're all what, 5'5", 5'6", you know? Imagine if there was actually manly men dudes out there, you know? No offense to any Filipino guys out there, you know? Be good. What's going on, my friend? How's it going? England's in the house, man. England's in the house.
Those loops on the zip line.
Okay, they're being timed. And she's like, dorky, get out of the water, you dummy.
Become wet, hands become wet, everything becomes slippy. Well, the judges are telling the other team members they can't assist and drag their colleague across.
Look at that, and they do it anyways. What a mess.
Don't give up.
See? She had to run and jump and barely get across, and they're all, yay! Yay! Please. What a mess. And these guys are going to get no credit because this is just what guys are supposed to do. This is the baseline, right? But girls will barely even scrape past, or they'll fail, but give it the old college try. Please.
Philippines police force crosses the line in 3:07.7. One more. Uno más. Uno más. Vamos, uno más. Yay!
What a mess.
Terrible.
Yeah, be good said it. And they all get paid the same, too. Absolutely insane. And you know what? Just for ish and giggles, let's watch this real fast. Where's his video with the sports? Here it is. You remember this?
Men always say how women's soccer sucks. Then come to the field and try with us.
Dude is 60 years old.
60-year-old.
Look at that, guys. Here it is.
In the starter's hands. So let's see Asafa Power. He got away as you'd expect. He's going to gobble up the lead early. To the ball. Riley Day Usain's off.
United States, though.
Here we go.
America in front. Jamaica getting third or maybe even second place now.
The back straight from the US team. Fantastic to see her back at this did. It's the Polish quartet. And Melko here running on the second leg for the Polish quartet. He's put down. And in fourth place is Zoe Clark for Great Britain. So Melko.
I don't know why when people watch this, they were so surprised, right? That a chick can have a half a lap lead. The top fastest chick can have a half a lap lead and still get passed like she's standing still by freaking Jamal Jenkins from freaking Harlem. Guy, you know what? Reza, Anthony, Tim Hicks, O'Dizzle. Here you go. Have you ever told your Hispanic friends like the truth that the only reason why the United States doesn't win the World Cup every year is because black people don't play? Us blacks aren't. I'm dead ass, right? If every single American soccer player was Jerome Jackson, Jamal Jenkins, Calvin, or whatever, done. It's over with. You know what I'm saying?
It's not our top market. That's what it is. We don't play it.
If you were to take guys who are running backs, guys who are 200 and 400 meter runners, who else? It'd be over with, and have them play soccer from like 8, 9, 10 years old. Over with. We destroy every year. Matter of fact, the fastest 2 NCAA male swimmers are black.
Over to the changeover. We'll have 2 Polish women now on the last 2 legs.
To be crowned. It's fighting Ercetic. And it's Michael Cherry storming round
Here comes Malik Shabazz.
to close the gap.
Let's go!
And look at the speed with which Cherry takes the Polish woman. She's grimacing and she's being reeled in here to get caught here, but can she hang on for a medal? The gold is going to go to Michael Cherry, and the Alison Felix moves to 12 world titles. Really close.
Last place.
Don't know.
Last place, man. Absolutely insane. But they're astronauts. They're football players. They can do everything that
Let's be real. How many times do you even see at your job or your work, wherever you're at, you see the women get put into like the less physical task, but they want to be paid the same that we're getting paid, you know?
Guys, here's the thing. At my job, I work from home now, but in the office, they would always ask me to lift paper, you know, the little paper boxes or the water thing. You guys know what I would say? Hell no. No, I'm not. Guys, we get paid the same, right?
Yeah.
So guys, why? Guys, I'm telling you, at this point, guys, we need to draw a line in the sand, guys.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die.
Guys, this is not a game. Okay. And I'm telling you guys, 2025. This is the year, gentlemen. We will treat them like equals. They will take out the trash at the office. They will lift the heavy boxes of paper. They will lift the water bottles. So say we all. So say we all. Now, guys, here we go.
Can the best female fighter defeat male fighters?
No.
Yeah, she's the female boxer who was really the best in the world. Nobody wanted to fight Lucia Riker. So she was sparring with guys. I mean, she was probably the best female boxer ever. And nobody knows who the hell she is.
Women fighting men is a very popular topic in combat sports. Years ago, media reported that Ronda Rousey could beat Floyd Mayweather in a fight. Today, there are still a lot of speculations that Amanda Nunes could beat male champions. Well, this is literally the best female fighter of all time. And she actually fought a man. Nicknamed the Lady Tyson, Lucia Riker is a woman who conquered the world of kickboxing and boxing. During her reign across 2 sports, the media dubbed her as the most dangerous woman in the world. She hit so hard that in a sports science show, her punches exceeded the force of a male fighter by 200 pounds. A seasoned trainer who got hit by her and another Olympic male boxer said he couldn't tell the difference. When tested against Houston Alexander, a light heavyweight MMA fighter, Lucia hit just as hard as him. Yes, this makes her one of the hardest hitting.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Houston Alexander wasn't a boxer. He was an MMA fighter, and she's been training how to hit for a lot longer. So her technique was better than his. So the fact that he basically was like, he had like 6 amateur fights and like 4 or 5 pro MMA fights and hit as hard as her, that actually says a lot about how bad she is. You know what I'm saying?
Women of all time. Widely regarded as the greatest female boxer of all time, Lucia was undefeated in all her 54
Because she is a good kickboxer and boxer. Because the average trained man could kick the crap out of her. Don't believe me? We're going to see.
fights with women.
Guys, I'm going to open up the chat again, guys. Thanks for all you guys that are members. Because we'll have like 5 minutes left. I'm going to try and keep these like an hour and a half, you know. And guys, the StreamYard link is still there for anyone who wants to call in. I will be better about letting you guys know when these happen.
In kickboxing, she had 37 fights and 4 world titles. Most of her fights were won by knockout. In boxing, she had 17 fights with 2 world titles. 14 of her fights were by knockout. But what happened when she fought against a man? Fight fans,
she got whooped.
Welcome back to another episode of Striking Breakdowns. In this episode, we explore how the best female fighter was defeated by a male fighter. This special event took place when Lucia Rijker already had 4 world titles in kickboxing. Training with the legendary Vos Gym from the Netherlands, her corner included the great Ernesto Hoost. By the time of this fight, Lucia ran out of kickboxing opponents and her trainer suggested it could be a good idea to fight a man. Her opponent was Somchai Jaidi, an amateur fighter in Australia. He had a total of 14 fights and was a local amateur champion. The first round was closely contested, but Somchai landed the cleaner power shots. He even knocked Lucia's head back with a big cross. The Thai also swept Lucia multiple times, once with a teep, another with a roundhouse, and then once inside the clinch. Somchai didn't look like he had better technique, but he was clearly faster and more powerful. Lucia was also able to sweep Somchai once, and for most of the round, she was the one pressing forward with aggression. Overall, Somchai covered the long range much more effectively than Lucia. This was important for him to be a sniper, allowing him to land clean shots without a response. It's obvious here that it wasn't the technique that made the difference. It was the power and speed.
It's power, speed, bone density, right? The ability to generate force, to get timing, to track targets. That's what men are better at. And guys, have you guys seen this BS? There are studies that show that women were actually hunters back in the day. Please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
But it's not just upper body weight. That's our fast twitch muscles. Our brain to body reaction allows us to generate more power. You know what I'm saying? And then she hits him, he can take punches better. Oh no, Marky Mark, this is some woke anthropology professor that showed that women were better hunters. They are probably sent them out there to capture rabbits while men were freaking out there catching buffalo. Please. In what crazy alternate universe do you think that a woman and a man, a woman's going to be better at taking down large game than a man? Insane.
In the second round, it was clear that Lucia wanted to overwhelm her opponent and tried to steamroll him. She was able to put Somchai onto the ropes and start swinging. After landing several big punches, she had her opponent cornered. But that's when he started swinging back, landing a left and right hook with an uppercut that sealed the knockout.
Boom.
The fight...
Guys, she's landing on him. But it's just not working. And then every time she hits him, he feels it. But every time that he hits her, you know?
Was immediately called off, and the trainer came in to cradle Lucia. It was a courageous showing by the best female fighter of all time. After this sanctioned exhibition fight, Lucia would go on to be trained by Freddie Roach and dominate the world of boxing. At one point, she was a superstar who received $1 million fight offer. When she retired, Lucia became a motivational speaker and a coach, at one point coaching Ronda Rousey for striking. As for her opponent Somchai, not much is known about him.
Yeah, because he was friggin' some friggin' cab driver. He was some bobo off of Rockaway Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? And guys, like I told you, what this would be like taking a Toyota Camry and turbocharging it and then driving it against a Porsche. Porsches are purpose made for sports. I mean, for driving fast. The Camry, you can make it fast, I guess, but it's not made to do the job. Men are made for combat. We are made for combat and physical labor, and women aren't. Even if a woman could actually do it, she couldn't do it as well, and she would burn out faster.
Contrary to what many people speculate, Somchai was not Thailand trained.
Yeah.
He moved from Thailand to Australia and New Zealand at a young age and learned his Muay Thai locally. What we do know is that he wasn't part of the Thailand fight circuit and would not fare well against top Muay Thai fighters.
See? I told you guys he was some bobo off of freaking Rockaway Boulevard. He was delivering noodles for the local noodles shop. And he kicked the crap out of the best female boxer / kickboxer of all time. You know what I'm saying?
What are your thoughts about man versus woman in a sports competition? Do you think they should sanction matches between the two genders?
No.
Drop a comment below to share your thoughts. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to watch another episode of Striking Breakdowns. I'm Lawrence Kenshin, and thank you for keeping our channel alive.
Look at that, guys. And this is what the wokey wokes want to have happen more and more. And guys, I say let it happen, right? Because guys, be good, Anthony. All you guys, women are the ones voting for this, right? Who are the ones who support these transformers going into women's sports? Yeah. CP said it the best. Let him learn. Let him learn. I don't feel bad for him. But guys, let's go back here. Look at this, guys. Let's end here, okay?
Reminding viewers that true astronauts should not be overlooked. This commentator said, not to burst anyone's bubble, but Sunita Williams set records on her 3 flights to the International Space Station and was stranded in space by the last administration. The cosplay women today that did something for 10 minutes was not impressive.
There you go.
This commentator agreed, saying, please stop calling them astronauts. This is so insulting to the brave men and women that train for spaceflight. They were space tourists. Lol, all this news coverage. Geez. Public.
Yep, right there. It's true. Someone says they were not on a mission, they were on a ride. They were not a crew, they were passengers. They're not astronauts, they were tourists. This is not historic, it was contrived and superficial. Facts. Look at that. Someone says these are the same types of people who will tell us that we can't drive our cars because of climate change. Facts. Someone said they should never ever lecture us about climate change. Facts. Yep. Someone says, I'm amazed the rocket was able to leave the surface while being weighed down by all of that by all the gravity of the capsule being filled with concentrated narcissism. Look at that. Insane, man. Insane. Guys, what do you think? Right? This is what's been going on, guys.
It is time for Seen and Unseen, where we reveal the stories behind the headlines. And for that, we turn to Fox News contributor Raymond Arroyo. All right, Raymond. Blue Origin made a big deal of that all-female crew launch they hosted today. So it was Katy Perry, Gayle King, Jeff Bezos' fiance. They lifted off, and this is how they all landed.
Hear that screaming inside the capsule?
And all
What
three
a mess.
parachutes reefing.
That's them shrieking, Laura. They were literally yelling as this thing came down. But, you know, it's so insulting to real astronauts. I mean,
facts.
Watching Katy Perry kiss the ground when she got out, you would have sworn she'd been trapped at the space station for 3 years. I mean, it was an 11-minute journey, okay, from takeoff to touchdown. It's not like she went to Mars. And the minute the cameras found Oprah, I thought Gayle King was bringing back some rare interplanetary minerals or something. Oprah's crying. What's she crying about? I mean, this is an 11-minute journey. It's the equivalent of driving around your neighborhood, Laura. I mean, come on.
Oh, so do you think you'd scream, Raymond, coming down? I would. I definitely would scream. I would be. I'm scared of roller coasters. I love roller coasters, and I love like that. But I would be screaming. But Katy Perry was like practically claiming the Nobel Peace Prize when she got out of the capsule.
Space is incredible, and I wanted to model courage and worthiness and fearlessness.
You stupid woman.
Really finding the love for yourself, because you got to trust in yourself on this journey. I feel really.
Well, guys, you know, we're going to see this more and more and more. Because, guys, these chicks, because I was in a TikTok live the other day. And, guys, I'm going to do a live stream. I'll do a daytime live either tomorrow or Thursday about first wave and second wave FNS and how racist they all were. And, guys, white chicks, especially the college educated, upper middle class white chicks that are the most dangerous group of people on the planet. They know they aren't oppressed, so they have to make up stuff, or they have to like they have to be part of the you know, crazy LDHD TV, I'm pansexual, or they have to run they're like 23andMe, so they're like 1.72% black or whatever, you know. So guys, I was in this TikTok thing, and these chicks were like, oh, we're gonna choose the bear, and all men are doing this. So I'm like, yeah, you guys are white chicks, right? Well, I'm a black guy. I said, and I'm just as scared of you white chicks as you I said I would choose the bear over you white chicks because of false accusations. And they kicked me out. I was like, I guarantee Emmett Till was strung up by a bunch of chicks just like you. They didn't like that. Be good with the 10 pounds, man. Thank you, my friend, as usual. Thanks for that. You know, appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication, and I want my croutons, please.
You guys, if you are on TikTok, guys, go over and follow me on TikTok. Let me drop the link there. I want to start doing TikTok invasions at some point, guys, and doing TikTok lives while it's still around. Let me do this. So, guys, follow me on TikTok if you're over there. And yeah, guys, all this is performance art. All this is just a drum up attention, and all this is Jeff Bezos' soon to be billionaire wife, because she's gonna take him for billions. She's never accomplished anything. She doesn't have any talent. So she wants attention. She wants to be in front of cameras, and this was the easiest way to do it. So, but all right, you guys, I'm gonna shut this bad boy down. I appreciate you guys being here. I will be live probably tomorrow, guys. I think during the day. I'll let you guys know in the chat. I mean, I'll do a post and also go on the Discord. I'll let you guys know. You guys, once again, thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, 3 in the news, man. I can't get over that. That's awesome. But all right, you guys. Appreciate you guys. You guys, I will be live at 9 p.m. tonight. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, wait till you see this homeless, spiritual, single mom, spirit woo-woo guide that I'm going to show you guys tonight. So, all right, you guys. Appreciate you. Have a good one. Bye, guys.